live in a safer world. Our needs are met too. God's kingdom, God's way is faithfully living in integrated wholeness. It is being in a symbiotic relationship with each other and all of creation. So there's no need to worry about tomorrow or what we do not have. Today is rightly unfolding. We are present in the wholeness, surrounded with God, centered all around. Receive what is. Consider the birds and talk to them. Consider the lilies and the colorful fall leaves. Consider being a part of God's giving and receiving universe. Consider ways to give. We do benevolence well, yet too often we neglect the integration, the interdependence. I pray we will discover the beauty and wonder of inviting people into our faith community. So many people have struggled and are all alone in this pandemic. They need us and we need them. Helping without including separates us from the wholeness. The wholeness is God's design for us and everyone. We have much to learn on this spiritual journey. Let us resume this day by looking beyond our needs and by considering God. God, love, is all around. Consider we are an integral part of creation and of God's love. May we live into that.
Let us respond by singing 788 in Voices Together. This is a very familiar tune. We're just not used to singing it at this time of year. Feel free not to look up here and instead to sink your teeth into this very relevant and succulent text.
Receive now the benediction. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the face of the Lord shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the broad expanse of God's love and the abundance of God's generosity shape your perspective on your own life and needs, including those things which disappoint you. May the eyes of your heart be open to all the blessings which surround you. May this awareness produce a harvest of generosity in your spirit. May thankfulness rise up within you, not just during this short season, but day after day, from the early morning watch until you retire for the night. May your prayers reflect gratitude, while also acknowledging the needs of others, whose situations are so drastically different. May thoughts of Jesus fill your mind, and hunger for God drive your soul, and love for God guide your speech and your actions. And finally, may the grace, peace, and love of the triune God protect, defend, and empower you to run with perseverance the race marked out for you. Amen.
O Holy Spirit, root of life, creator, cleanser of all things, anoint our wounds, awaken us with lustrous movement of your wings. Eternal vigor, saving one, you free us by your living word, becoming flesh to wear our pain, and all creation is restored. O holy wisdom, moving force, encompass us with wings unfurled, and carry us, encircling all above, below,